My favorite scary movie. Something that Ghostface won't compete against. Will be very difficult for him to go up against. The inhuman spirits from The Conjuring. Yeah, I like to see him take those guys out, starting with Annabelle. What it is, Optimists? Welcome back to Optimistic Forever. I am your host, Frank Santana, and we are going to be talking about none other than Scream 6. Let's consider this our very first horror movie, because aside from just superhero movies or sci-fi movies, I also enjoy horror flicks. Now, before going any further, if you have not seen Scream 6 and you are a fan of the franchise, then just please just pause this video, save it on the watch later, and then after you have seen it, let's talk about it. So the story of Scream 6 picks up after the previous film, Scream, or Scream 5 if you will, with the same characters, the survivors, Sam, her sister, half-sister Tara. Then we have the Meeks twins. That's basically it from what I remember in the last movie. And of course we would expect the MVPs of this franchise, Sydney and Gale Weathers. However, there is only one of them coming back. But is Gale the only one who is returning? No, my friend. Kirby Reed. Yes, the Kirby Reed from Scream 4, making her return back after believing that she was gonna appear in the previous Scream film, but sadly she didn't, and now she has. So this is the first Scream that takes place outside of Woodsboro, and it's just a different feel, but still the same horror tone that, you know, dark, gruesome, thrilling, and mystery. Obviously it is a mystery horror because we are once again finding out who the killer is, or who the killers are. So once again, the Woodsboro survivors find themselves in another gruesome, ugly game hunted down by Ghostface. And if you have seen the previous Scream film, you would know that Sam Carpenter is the daughter of the original Ghostface, Billy Loomis. And her reputation has become quite infamous, not only because she survived the recent murders at Woodsboro, but also because everybody knows that she is the illegitimate daughter of Billy Loomis. And as rumors would start flying back and forth in cyberspace, they would believe that Sam Carpenter would at any point just break and become psychotic just like her father. And not only is Sam affected by this, but her sister Tara, played by the lovely Jenna Ortega, she's also affected by this, and she's trying to live a life like just outside of the suburbs and in the big city, making friends and just finding herself. But Sam, no, absolutely not. She obviously struggles with moving forward from what happened to her and her friends. And honestly, the Meeks twins, Chad and Mindy, are also trying to move past the Woodsboro murders. But obviously, as we know, this is Scream. The past will always continue to hunt them and hunt the survivors, just like it did with Sydney. And what tends to happen when these murders starts up again? Obviously, Gale Weathers sweeps in and breaks into the scene. Gale Weathers isn't the only one breaking through the scene. We get reintroduced to Kirby Reed, who's now an FBI agent? Now, it's obviously not a Scream movie without first going into the new rules of this new chapter of Scream. So let me see if I can recap. The first one introduces the basic horror movie rules about how you're not supposed to have sex or do drugs or even say I'll be right back. Like, okay, we got that. The second rules establishes the rules of a horror movie sequel. The third one establishes the rules of a horror movie trilogy. The fourth one establishes the rules of a remake. Obviously, we've seen it through Jill Roberts, who was the Ghostface killer in that movie, who tried to become like the new Sidney Prescott, thus becoming the remake. The fifth one establishes the rules of a horror movie reboot. And now in this film, we establish the rules of a franchise, because yes, it really does feel like a collective factor where everything from the beginning, as far as the killers, as far as the victims, everything just basically just comes in together, and now the whole thing becomes like this, I don't want to say universe, and I kind of feel like it's kind of going into that direction in a way, but one entire series that ties in everything from who is who was who, and all of the characters and the victims and the killers, how they basically just intertwine. Now, as the story progresses, the revelation of the killer, or in this case of this chapter of Scream, the killers, the revelation is unexpected, as always, when you are seeing it for the first time. Now, what I love about this revelation is that it was yet another revenge-like kind of motive. Because the last time we've seen this was in Scream 2, when Billy Loomis's mother revealed herself to be the killer in that chapter. So when you think about it, in a way, the previous Scream movie, which is considered like a sort of reboot according to the events there and how it was all like laid out, it lived up to that expectation of a reboot, where now, like in the sequel of that reboot, in this case this one, the parent, but not only the parent, the siblings also become the slashers. Now, there are a few favorite moments that I really enjoyed in the film. The first one that I like to point out is the geeky horror movie fanatic moment that Kirby and Mindy were having, and that I just thought that scene was really cute. And Kirby and Mindy just quizzing one another off if they, you know, had the same opinion or not, and I just thought it was awesome. The other part that I really enjoyed was the grocery store scene when Sam and Tara were being chased by Ghostface, and after the store owner tried to fight off Ghostface with a shotgun, but unfortunately got killed, Sam and Tara strongly reminded me of Jurassic Park when both Tim and Lex were avoiding the Velociraptor in the kitchen, and that's the same vibe that I got when they were taking cover. So with all of that said and done, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 4.5 because I really enjoyed it. It wasn't too fast paced, and it wasn't too long. It didn't drag or anything. The movie kept that horror element to it, that gruesome, gritty kind of vibe to it, and you know, I loved it. So that is my review for Scream 6. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below and let me hear your thoughts about Scream 6. What did you like about it? What did you feel like it needed? Anything would be helpful, and your like is very much appreciated. Alright, so once again, keep watching, keep chilling, keep watching movies at the movie theaters, support your local movie theaters as well, and continue to just go there every once in a while to watch movies the way it was meant to be watched on the big screen along with everybody else, because it's always better when you watch together. Alright? Bye.